Long Sports Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about
the defending World Series champions are done for.
Please like and subscribe. That will help us a lot. And I'm going to give this podcast to my brother.
So the Los Angeles Dodgers have vanquished the Chicago Cubs from the postseason. There will be no repeat for the Cubs this season, as the Dodgers defeated the Cubs in 5 games, and in the 5th game, Kike Hernandez clubbing 3 home runs for the Dodgers, having the night of his life, including a grand slam home run for his 2nd home run. And the Dodgers dethroned the Cubs. There will be a new world champion this year, and the Dodgers are just sitting, and they will just wait for the American League winner to be determined between the Astros and the Yankees. It went to 7 games for the Astros and the Yankees. The winner to meet the Dodgers in the World Series. The Astros have never met the Dodgers in the World Series, and the Dodgers and Yankees have met in the World Series 77, 78, and 1981. Of course, in the 77 World Series, that's where Reggie Jackson became Mr. October. 3 home runs off 3 different pitchers in the World Series of 77, 78, crushing a ball off of Bob Welch at Dodger Stadium in Game 6, a ball that looked like it never came down. And one of the biggest home runs in World Series history, Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. And so Dodgers are just sitting around waiting for a winner to be determined, and for the defending world champion Cubs, it's back to the drawing board. They've already started to make changes. The pitching coach was fired, and Chris Bosio was fired as pitching coach of the Cubs. Looks like the Cubs are going to try to go after Tampa Bay pitching coach Jim Hickey, who was Joe Maddon's pitching coach in Tampa Bay. That would be a good move, try and get the Tampa Bay staff back together on the north side of Chicago. And for the Cubs, will Jake Arrieta stay or go? Will they make some changes with the lineup? Will Jason Hayward remain with the team after he has really disappeared with the bat in his hands? His defense is great, though, but his offense is just not cutting it to justify the huge contract that he signed with the Cubs. And it's really disappointing, because I thought Jason Hayward was going to have a really good Cubs tenure. I remember when he was with the Braves, the first pitch he saw in his career was against Carlos Zambrano of the Cubs. He hit a home run in his first at-bat. And when he went to the Cardinals, he seemingly was a Cub killer, destroying the Cubs time after time after time. So his struggles are disappointing. And hopefully the team can either figure out what's wrong with him, or maybe it's time for him to maybe move on to another team. But it's too bad. I always kind of rooted for Jason Hayward. He's a great player, and his role in that players-only meeting during the reign of Game 7, is probably just as big a reason why the Cubs ended up hoisting that trophy with him as probably as the RBIs in the 10th inning by Ben Zobrist and Miguel Montero to help the Cubs win the World Series for the first time since 1908 last season. So the repeat is over. There will be no repeat this year, but I still think things are relatively bright on the north side of Chicago. If they get Arrieta back, things are even brighter. If they lose him, well, that's going to be a big loss for sure. But try to keep the band back together, and I think the Cubs will be all right. And in the American League, the Astros and the Yankees are going to battle in Game 7 tonight. In the American League Championship Series, the winner will play the Dodgers in the World Series. So both teams are going to give it their all tonight. Yankees and the Astros. And of course, Minute Maid Park is going to be rocking for sure. Well, what a series it has been, with the Astros destroying New York 7-1 in Game 6, after New York won 5-0 in Game 5, starting with Starting with Game 1. New York won the first game 2-1, nail-biter. 2-1, the Yankees won the second game. 8-1, the Yankees won Game 3. 6-4, the Yankees won Game 4. 5-0, the Yankees won Game 5. And in Game 6, the Astros defeating the Yankees 7-1. So, Game 7 for the American League pennant on the line tonight. And congratulations to these two teams. Dodgers just sitting and waiting for a winner tonight. So the Oakland Raiders got a big win on Thursday night over the Kansas City Chiefs in an AFC West showdown. Derek Carr threw the winning touchdown pass with no time left on the clock, and when the extra point went through the uprights, the Raiders had stunned the Chiefs and pulled off the win 31-30. And with that, it's time for the rest of the games that'll be in the schedule for this Sunday. And we got the Buccaneers taking on the Bills. I'm going to go with the Buccaneers to win. Ravens at the Vikings. I'm picking the Vikings to win. Jets at the Dolphins. I'm picking the Dolphins to win. Cardinals at the Rams. I'm picking Arizona to win. The Cardinals to win. Jaguars at the Colts. I'm picking the Jaguars to win. Saints at the Packers. I'm picking the Packers to win. Panthers at the Bears. I'm picking the Panthers to win. Titans at the Browns. I'm picking the Titans to win. Cowboys at the 49ers. If you like special teams, this might be the game for you. I'm picking the Cowboys to win. Broncos at the Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers to win. Bengals at Steelers. I'm picking the Steelers to win. Seahawks at the Giants. I'm picking the Seahawks to win. And Falcons at the Patriots. I'm picking the Patriots to get the win, just like they did in the Super Bowl. Redskins at the Eagles on Monday night, and I'm picking the Eagles to win.
Thanks for listening to the Powers and Sports podcast. Please like and subscribe and follow us on Twitter. And I'll see you next time in the next podcast. Goodbye.